This week on the Teamfight Breakdown, I wanted to talk about fighting while behind. 36 minutes into the ROX Tigers vs SKT Game 1, a rematch of the 2015 World Championship Finals, SKT found themselves down over 10,000 gold at the 36-minute mark. For most of the game, ROX leveraged the split pushing of Smeb's Quinn to consistently outnumber SKT and get kills or take turrets. ROX's team composition advantages included mobility, flanking, and pushing, while their weaknesses would be in a full 5v5 late-game teamfight against SKT. When fighting from behind, it becomes even more important to evaluate your team's strengths and find the opponent team's weaknesses. If there ever becomes an opportunity where the opponent team is willing to take a fight that doesn't capitalize on their composition strengths, but rather is trying to leverage their gold lead, that is the best time to try and come back. Looking at SKT's composition, they have immense CC and AoE potential with Duke's Poppy combined with Faker's Lysandra, and great cleanup from Bang's Blue Build Ezreal. In order to win a fight from 10,000 gold down, SKT must position properly, zone with their AoE and CC, and allow Bang to control the fight from the backline. Let's get into it. As you can see, the circumstances are dire for SKT. They have a single Nexus turret remaining and are currently defending against 2 waves of super minions. Even if they are able to find a fight at Baron, it needs to be quick and handily won, because if the super minions are left alone in SKT's base, they will kill the Nexus on their own. ROX is using the minions in SKT's base as a catalyst to force Baron. As far as ROX is concerned, they are in a win-win situation. If Duke teleports immediately to join a 5v5, ROX's minions will crush SKT's base, and if ROX engages a 4v5 against SKT, they think they will win handily thanks to their gold lead. This fight breaks up into 2 parts. The battle of SKT's front line versus ROX, and the battle of Smeb versus SKT's backline. Let's first focus on Smeb and his attempts at a flank. Smeb opens with his Ghostblade active and uses most of his burst onto Bangi, since Bangi is positioned to block the flank onto Bang. This opens an opportunity for Bang to return damage. Smeb is actually able to take down Bangi after QSSing his Elise stun, but ultimately, Bang has the damage and time to take Smeb down. In a vacuum, that would be a win for ROX, as they traded 1 kill in a 1v2. It's the other half of the fight that actually turns the tides for SKT. Let's break that down now. While chasing to force the fight, ROX makes the mistake of funneling too closely together, and this gives SKT a window of opportunity. Faker goes in first and lands a Lysandra W to Roof 3, and then self-ults to essentially hold 4 people in place. That will buy enough time for Duke to break from clearing minions and to channel his TP and join the fight. Now while Faker is stalling with Zhonya's, Duke is able to block an Alistar headbutt and a Kalista dash with Steadfast Presence, and then lands a massive 3-man ult to delay the main force of ROX even further. By the time Bang is done on the other side of the fight, a quick glance at the health bars displays the massive role Duke, Wolf, and Faker played in essentially winning a 3v4. Every member of ROX is below 1/3 health due to how clumped up they were against the massive AoE and CC of SKT. An unfortunate flash straight into a wall isn't enough to stop Bang from picking up a quadra kill at the back end of that fight. Now while this year hasn't started off as well as SKT would have liked, it's fights like these that remind us they are the defending world champions. Down 10,000 gold, SKT knew exactly how to play to their team composition and fought nearly perfectly when it mattered most in the game. SKT recognized that if it could start a CC chain on ROX, no matter the gold difference, it would be enough to win the fight. They also knew to act quickly. Once the fight was won, it was straight back to the base to stop the pressing minion waves. Ultimately, this fight was the turning point of the game and led to a 42-minute SKT victory.